happens. These flash floods happen almost every year because the rains will come. So why isn't something drastic being done about it? Why don't we learn from what happened last year and look at what we can do to prevent it from happening this year? We just seem to live with it and just keep going, and then next year it comes again, and then we leave and keep going. Something has to change. Lagos flooding. Federal government begins drainage clearing on federal roads. This should have been done months. In fact, a proper drainage system. I haven't stayed in Lagos, so I wouldn't know how connected the drainage system is. But if what people who are in Lagos have said is anything to go by, we only have gutters, not drainages. Because even the high-end areas that you think would have been well with proper infrastructure, the Lekki areas and so on, it's also a disaster. So how do we explain that? NPA can repay port reconstruction loan. Bello Coco. Terrorism. Over 7,000 killed in 5 months across West Africa. Minister. Bandits demand 300 million naira to free Kaduna judge. Kill eldest son. This one is on the Punch newspaper. You can go there to find out the details of what they are saying. Labour, private sector protest as discos hike tariff again. Now, this notice came in. 1st of July was the implementation. Saw the notice about the 2nd of July, was it? $1.5 billion oil sector divestment deals completed. Federal government. All of these headlines you'll find on the Punch newspaper. 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0002. On the Vanguard newspaper, I mean, the picture here is crazy. Aftermath of heavy rain, chaos, lamentations as flood grounds Lagos. And this is happening now. We hope that the Commissioner for Environment in Rivers State will be taking a cue and not allow this happen in Rivers State first. We have areas where it's usually very flooded once it rains. Flash floods are normal in those areas, and it can be stopped, it can be prevented or reduced. The NTA road, the whole stretch from NTA Ngboba to Zwoba and all of that's a disaster. There are many areas within that within this road, this axis, that is just something else, and there are many other areas across Port Harcourt, Obiakpo, that is I don't know, nowhere and repeat whenever it rains. We have to begin to look at how to not just dig gutters, but put a good drainage system that can be interconnected and exit to any of the water bodies around. Aftermath of heavy rain, chaos, lamentations as flood grounds Lagos. High cost of drugs to persist as local productions flops. That's also on the Vanguard newspaper. All right, on WhatsApp, it is 0809 030 6416. The numbers to call again, 0817 923 0003. George from Buguma, we'll start with you. Keep it short, simple, straight to the point.
Yes, I'm looking at the reaction of Ojukwu in Oyibo. I think there is no need for him to begin to go the way it's going. It is the people that collectively, through the prudence of democracy, will choose who govern them. And it is not by what one man assumes or is trying to concede to himself. I want to say that it should give peace a chance in no evil. When the time for election comes, that is what we are telling even the former local government chairman and their council. Everybody has the right. Nobody's right will be trampled upon. You have the right. If you think you are popular, the people you are like you, go there and contest and ventilate your position for people to see and see how you can come back to office. But the Constitution is a grand norm that should be respected. That once your tenure has ended, there is no need for you to begin to make noise.
All right, George.
Give a chance and allow people to rule.
Let's go to Mufasa. Unfortunately, you exhausted your time, George. If you have more than one thing, I've said this a million times. If you have more than one thing to contribute to, then you have to manage your time properly. we have many others on the line, and it's airtime, so it will be unfair. And George, please, so just next time, let's try and be very short. Mufasa, good morning.
Yeah, hi Andrew, good morning.
Go on.
Yeah, quick one. I think it's quite unfortunate issue of this flooding. I saw a very terrifying video on the internet yesterday. I think one of the major causes of this flood that get worsened every year is the fact that you see people go to acquire places that should originally be meant for construction of drainage, and we keep refilling some of these areas that are prone to flooding just to build more properties and all of that. And the moment the rain comes, you see what you just saw right now that is going on in Lagos State. We hope that the governor do something about it. And I want to use the opportunity to commend the caretaker chairman of Obiapo, Ambassador Joke, for consulting the elders and leaders of the LGA. And also, you see the statement credited to Professor Lawrence Shuku. I think that is a very valid one when he said that the issue of caretaker is not new to us. Himself was a caretaker member and he has spoken the right thing. Let us not begin to, cause chaos and confusion in the state just because of our selfish interest. So for me, I want to thank Professor Lawrence Shuku for saying the absolute
All right,
truth.
thank you very much, Mufasa. Uche Ken in Eche, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, quickly, police say they have increased surveillance over rising one chance. For me, it is a good one, but I will also urge police not to compromise in discharging their duty effectively. Because when you see where they discharge crime victims, you won't like them. Then Labour Party say their doors are open to welcome new members. Remember, I told us here that Governor Sim and his simplified movement or family are on their way to Labour Party. But one of the callers refuted it. Today, Governor Sim has told us boldly that PDP has fed or disappointed them, that they are no longer doing party but doing movement. The truth remains that PDP is aware that Governor Sim has left the party the day the caretaker PDP list said to be fake but original. Finally, Andrew, Tito Kihungo visited Colin Solungo. On his speech, he reminded us how his brother has ruled for 8 years. I want to ask Kihungo this morning, can you tell us how many years you have been in a position as a youth council or youth council chairman? You have been in that position, re-elected even till today. Today you are the CDC purported chairman, always on radio. Are you not a power hunger? What have you done differently from what Wike has done? It is high time you leave Wike alone. Good
All right,
morning, and
Mubala from Abua, good morning.
Morning. Andrew, this is Mubula. I want to call on the River State government to take a clue from what is happening.
Mubula, you would have to call back. Perhaps you got interrupted by your service providers. Let's get to mile 3 quickly. Good news is on the line. Good news, good morning.
Good morning, my brother man.
Go on, please.
Let me continue from the last caller. Visiting Professor Lawrence Shuku and other elders in Port Rivers in Obiapo. I think it's a good one that he took the step of recognizing the elders of the LGA. And the advice from the prof shows that an elder has spoken. And even when we visited Colin Solomon, the commissioner, the advice from him shows that any question concerning if he has not, small governor did prove it is and keep ruling as local government is truth. If the chairman did not lie at all. And he has not done well for the people of Ikwere based on his character. That the former governor, being the city minister, he is going to do well. I don't know how people are clapping for him. That will be a talk from another day. But in the other issue that we talk about is the issue of the rainfall, 10 hours rainfall in Lagos, everywhere flooding. Now come to River State, for example. You will see that the former government, they did constructed few roads, gutters, not drainage. Remember I said this in one of your discussions one day. And if there are drainages, the River State has creeks, has rivers around us. Just look at one of the reasons why this Olu, and Kanka is being flooded every time. It's because no proper drainage to drain that water into. Now I heard they are doing construction, the MBDC, under Tony Kucha. Now, how far I went there to see the construction, the drainage system for me is not even proper. They've not even drained it into the main drainage that they took from Olu.
All right, good news. Let's go over to Iwofe now. Tonye is on the line. Thank you, Tonye. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, my brother Andrew. Happy New Day.
Yes, New Day to you too.
Yes. A.K.A. Comrade Tonye Philip. A.K.A. Tima for the
Go ahead, you are exhausting your time. We've already introduced you.
Brother, I want to go with this Labour Party saying they are ready to receive new members. I think that is the dream for every party now, if you agree with me. Every party needs new members. I'm sorry for some of us that is saying sin movement is it. I want to ask, can we go back and think of how did GDI came to stand in Rivers State? To me, the same process. And of a truth, sin will stand in Rivers State because that is how GDI came to stand. So we should stop this kind of the PDP. When PDP has crisis in Rivers State, it was that time we formed GDI. So it's not a new thing. We should not be one-sided, please.
All right, Tonye. Thank you. JJ from Rubigo, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Go on, JJ.
Yes, the Rivers State government warning vessel owners not to pass through that Aleto channel that they are doing bridge, disturbing construction. I think it's a good one. I think in every construction site, there are notices that people must follow. You don't come there after the whole bridge has been cast, you come with your big vessel and destroy everything, and you think, you know how much is cost of cement and all those materials that are used there. But observers saying they are worried about the simplified people, the party and all those. Well, according to how he said, when we get to that bridge, we will cross it. And for all those that have said the governor is warming up to join Labour Party, I pity them because what they don't know is more than them at the end of the day. Conclusively, Obiakpo CTC chairman visiting people who are people are grounded in the local government, calling for no one, Lawrence Shuku, and Lawrence Shuku saying that CTC has been there. Andrew, let me help people that are listening right now. The 2018 law made by the same House of Assembly, Martin Amule was the the leader of the House then. That law still stands. That law did not outlaw anything like caretaker, and that is what the governor has used. I don't know why people are just jumping from one place to another.
All right, JJ. Thank you.
Did 1 year, 6 months. One of did 9 months.
Let's go over to Bright 9, Rumo Dumaya. Bright, good morning.
Good morning, CME.
Welcome.
It is the system and keep visiting elders within the locality. I think as a chairman, just within a crown of the flyover, there are too many refugees that is supposed to order people to evacuate for everywhere to be sanitized. And within those areas, flyover that was constructed by Ian Wike, to park all over those areas, he needs to tell those vehicles to shift. This is in his work. Is he campaigning by visiting from one place to another? Again, the Professor Lawrence Chukwu talked about him was a former caretaker member. When he was a caretaker member, was Obiakpo locked? The state was at peace then. That was why he operated at Obiakpo. Coming now to tell us, law has changed. Again, the simplified statement by Governor that PDP has failed, and Labour Party trying to welcome a simplified movement. The election that PDP is not interested, APC is not interested, do you think at the end of the day it will work? All these ones are just mere parties. Thank you. Wish you bright.
All right, Bright, thank you. Every political party is equal before the law. There's none that is above the other. So if any political party chooses not to participate in an election, so be it. I mean, we've had the APC not participate in an election before in this state, if you remember the Constitution. any party can participate, any party can withdraw. Dede from Iwofe, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. Good morning. Happy New Day.
I wish you the same. Go on.
Yes, the house that collapsed, two-story building in Lagos, and your advice to Rivers State government, I think it's a welcome development. We shouldn't be waiting until when lives are lost before actions are taken. Those in government should protect the citizens. That is one of the oath of the office that they took in protecting life and property. That one is one. Two, then the partner talking about heavy duty passing under the bridge that is between Elena and Woji Road, at least Elena Road, that the state government is constructing. I think they should act fast to make sure that such things will not take place, not to wait until they pass. They should stand by somebody there to watch that very project because it must be completed. You know, my concern is also on the labor, their doors being open, and some persons are picking bones, and I don't like you giving people that privilege of calling the caretaker chairman purported caretaker from a governor. You know, you don't do you can't even do this in previous administration. These are caretakers, and not just in Rivers State. It's being practiced in Nigeria, in most states, until the court says otherwise. So nobody has the right. If you are to do that now, what of the previous administration? What of them now? Who are they talking to? Their party now, where are they? Your guy, is it in PDP or APC? Now, if the governor decides that I'm moving, it's a right thing that he has defined where he's going. But let them answer, where are they? Are they A or in B?
All right, Dede, thank you.
Thank you.
I will listen to Temple and then Alfred, and then we go over to Facebook and take some of your messages. Temple in a chair, quickly, straight to the point.
Good morning, the very distinguished Femi.
Go on, Temple.
Yes, so I think the rain is here again. I think people need to take some kind of precautionary measures how they dump their waste. We, as much as we are concerned, as a government, what are we doing that we are still doing that has not even yielded any positive result? That whenever it is the rainy season, the flood will come chasing people out of their house. I think for me, it's a high time we do something different, at least to get a better and a reasonable result this time around. But the very distinguished Ifemi Andrew, one Mr. Ojukwu, it is very much laughable and for me not reasonable at all. Why telling me that he's taking the responsibility of the caretaker chairman? The third Ojukwu, is he crying more than the bereaved? Is he the caretaker chairman? The last time I know, Mr. Philip Gogo, I know him very well. And as the caretaker chairman of Oyibo, he has been performing his duty to the latter. And when you talk about the endorsement, see the very distinguished Ifemi, and there is one thing my people always say, that whenever people always call your name, do it as they do, and a person was happy how to do them. As the caretaker chairman of Oyibo, Dr. Chisom Bali constructed the road. Dr. Chisom Bali empowered people. Dr. Chisom Bali built schools and renovated schools. And for me, it is better. And the people have seen it as a real, man that has come to ensure that Oyibo gets the needed development. And
thank you, Temple. Let's go to Alfred in Emoha now, quickly. Alfred, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. Andrew, let me talk about the protest by the labor and private sector. Andrew, let me appeal to the federal government. Please, federal government, help us that Nigerians would have something to say, okay, today we are happy for this thing. At least let's be happy for NEPA. If you come to gas, expensive. Come to fuel, expensive. Everything in Nigeria, people are just complaining and protesting of the hiking. What will a Nigerian be happy for this country? How bad? And then on some persons misconstruing the statement by the government, saying that PDP has failed. Has PDP not failed? PDP has failed. And I want to remind them that former Governor Wike said worse than that before the 2023 election. Governor Wike even said that PDP is dead already. So what is worse than what statement is worse than?
All right, Alfred.
And why are they bringing it now?
Thank you. On Facebook, a few messages. Justice Ori says, urging of increased security in Rimokore is long overdue. I'm a victim of this activity of one chance. I appreciate the police. Sunday Adam says, good morning. There's no development in Gokana and Simplify movement. Do something. I commend the governor. Anunobi says, observers wonder where the supporters of the governor will fall. Those in PDP today were once in APC, and those in APC in PDP. Supporters of the governor will win seats, even in a Accord party. Jefet Ibekwe says, I commend the governor for the construction of the Aleto Refinery Road. I also pray him to look into the Amako Igbodo Egbeke Road in Iche local government area. Obiajunwa says, our doors are open for new members, Labour Party. That's a good one, as it's the dream of every political party to get and receive new members for people who said the governor is on his way to the Labour Party. When we had members of the assembly visit the state, the governor also mentioned that as at now, he's not even looking at party, he's focusing on Rivers State, because the party leadership, especially at national, have not done the state well. He said that. Well, we'll take a commercial now and then business news follows. Good morning.
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.
Port Harcourt City.